around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State, now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Wentz going to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. On first down, right back to Etienne.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
On the counter, ETN.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
The Rams ready to go on offense.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Brady. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On first down, Brady.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. To throw is Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, and the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that
searching.
one. Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. On 2nd and 10. Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Jahan Dotson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Brady going to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Brady. Touchdown. Jared Cook. As the first half is winding down.
And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's Jared Cook who finishes it off with a touchdown.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And finally, what a kickoff to Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson's first game as a Bronco, and it's in Seattle to wrap up Week 1. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 24, Brady. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Finding space at the 40.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got Smith here. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The football going back to the Rams now. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Brady now on first down. Out to his left.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Now Brady. And this is Cook with the grab.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Brady to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
Wentz now on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
ETN up the middle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tease Tabor.
And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Brady got to have this one. Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again, it's Brady, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams have taken a 4th quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wentz. Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Henderson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Wentz now to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Jones. 10-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Brady. He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Brady to throw. Complete to Likely on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Brady going to look to throw. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Touchdown, Rams. Jarvis Landry
from 17 yards out.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 11, a minute 8 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's taken in by Henderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Wentz's throw here complete to Dodson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Wentz to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Wentz.
Able to connect with Dodson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Los Angeles, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll be